Good morning, Alaska. It's Sunday, October 11th.
Hey Emily, that was Kelsey. That was Kelsey. I don't know if you know her. I mean, you should know her. That's Jake's older sister. She was in Into the Woods too. We were really good friends. She goes to Wellesley, and we hung out Friday and Saturday. We went on a ghost tour. We went sailing. We did all this fun stuff. Unfortunately, I failed once again. Okay, this time it wasn't my fault. I brought my camera, I took pictures, I took tons of pictures, I filmed. Even though my camera doesn't pick up sound, I was going to narrate it. I had this whole storyboard planned out for tonight's episode. Except I didn't have the cord. Where did they go? I swear, I remember bringing my camera cord. And I remember bringing it because I was like, oh, I need this for my computer so I can, download my pictures. But I cannot find it. It ran away, and you might be wondering, why is she straightening her hair while making a video? Well, there's a simple explanation for that. I am going on a midnight cruise tonight with some of the girls and people from my school. Well, yes, ghost tour. Let me tell you about that. I'll tell you one of the stories, actually, because I remember one of them. So there was this guy who was, this nice man in town. Everyone liked him and his family, and he went down to Harvard to meet a professor. This was, I think, in the 1800s or early 1900s. I forget. So he went to go meet a professor at Harvard. This professor owed him money, and he didn't pay him. He didn't have the money because he had sold the collateral or something. I don't know. So he didn't have the money, and this professor. Well, let me, backtrack a little bit. The janitor, okay, wait, here we go. The husband never returned home for dinner, and he didn't return home at night, and so the next, as soon as that happened, the wife went to the police. There were posters everywhere. Where is my husband? Where is this? Have you seen him? $1,000 reward, or some money was rewarded if you knew of his whereabouts. And the janitor from Harvard came in and said, yeah, he comes in to see, well, he knows he goes over there to see the professor, but he knows the professor's being really weird lately. He's asked me to put his firewood outside instead of inside his room. He keeps the door locked, and he stays in there. He's been staying in there for a few days now, and it smells really funky in there, and he's asking for a lot of firewood. Usually it's just, 1 bushel, and he's asking for a lot more lately. And so the police are like, so what do you think? Do you think that, he's burning the dead body? And that janitor's like, yeah, that's exactly what I think. So then, the janitor, they don't believe the janitor. They're like, oh yeah, we don't believe you. So the janitor goes down into the privy. I think it's where all, Harvard, where all the chemical waste, it went into this little privy, and every once in a while they would open it up and send it into the water, because back then they, didn't clean the water. So all this chemical waste, goes into this little area. So the janitor, he decides to go down. He knocks the brick down in one of the parts, and he searches through the privy, and lo and behold, he finds bones, human bones. Takes the bones to the police, says, hey, is this enough evidence for you? I'm pretty sure my professor killed this guy. So now the police are like, yeah, okay, we kind of believe you. So they they go to the professor and they arrest him. They say, you killed him, and the professor's like, well, you can't prove that that's him, and so I mean, obviously they couldn't prove it, but they went to trial, and the way that he was proven guilty was actually the first use of forensics in in a court law. They had his jawbone, and he had a really prominent jaw, and he had dentures, and the dentist had actually taken a mold of his jaw because it was so prominent, and he wanted that as one of his molds, and so the dentist guy came in, they matched the jaw up, and, that was it. Those were his bones. So there's a little fact for you to know. Emily, I am going to find a cord. I think it's at home. I think it's here, actually. I just fail. So once I do find, the cords for my video camera and my digital camera, and you're just gonna have a video of crazy awesome because it's gonna have so much stuff in it. So that's something for you to look forward to. And I will see you tomorrow.